In the last lecture we discussed number of divisor of a number n equal to 24. In this lecture we are generalizing for n equal to natural number. So in this lecture we are discussing number of divisor of a number n, where n is what? Natural number. So what you will do? First, this natural number n we will write as p1 power alpha 1 into p2 power alpha 2 into p3 power alpha 3 and so on pk power alpha k, where p1 comma p2 comma p3 comma so on pk are prime number. Okay, and alpha 1 comma alpha 2 comma alpha 3 comma alpha 4 comma so on alpha k belongs to whole number. Okay, so first natural number we will write in the form of p1 power alpha 1 into p2 power alpha 2 into p3 power alpha 3 and so on pk power alpha k, where p1 p2 p3 and so on pk are prime number. Now here if you want to find out total divisor, okay, so if you want to find out total divisors, we have to do combination of p1 p2 p3 and so on pk. Okay, so we have to do combination. Okay, now in how many ways we can select p1? We can take p1 power 0 or p1 power 1 or p1 power 2 or so on p1 power alpha 1. Okay, so in how many ways we can select p1? P1 power 0 to p1 power alpha 1. How many ways? Alpha 1 plus 1. Okay, so total number of ways of selecting p1 is what? Alpha 1 plus 1. Similarly, in how many ways we can select p2? Okay, we can take p2 power 0 or p2 power 1 or so on p2 power alpha 2. Okay, so in how many ways we can select p2? That is 1 plus alpha 2. Okay, so total number of ways selecting p2 is what? 1 plus alpha 2. Similarly, total way of selecting p3 power alpha 3 is what? 1 plus alpha 3 and so on. Similarly, how many ways we can select pk? That is 1 plus alpha k. Okay, so for finding total divisor we have to multiply this one. Now here if you want to find total proper divisors, okay, so what you will do? We know that except 1 and number itself, number is what? N. Except 1 and n, other divisor is called proper divisor. So what you will do? For finding total proper divisor, we will do from total divisor we have to subtract 2, because 1 and n is not a proper divisor. Okay, now here if you want to find out total even divisors, okay, you want to find out total even divisors. So for finding total even divisors, at least 2 power 1 should be there. Now among p1 p2 p3 and so on pk, least prime number is what? 2. Suppose p1 is what? 2 and alpha 1 is what? Greater than or equal to 1. So among p1 p2 p3 and pk, least prime number is what? P1 and p1 is what? 2. So at least 2 power 1 should be there. That means at least p1 power 1 should be there. Now in how many ways we can select p1? P1 power 1 one way, p1 power 2 one way and so on p1 power alpha 1. p1 power 0 is not valid because we want at least p1 power 1. So in how many ways we can select p1? That is alpha 1 ways. Similarly, p2 in how many ways we can select? Alpha 2 plus 1. Similarly, p3 in how many ways we can select? Alpha 3 plus 1 and so on. Similarly, pk in how many ways we can select? Alpha k plus 1. So this will be total even divisor if least prime number is what? P1 and P1 is what? 3. Okay, least prime number is what? 3. Then total even divisor is what? 0. Okay, in this case even divisor is what? 0. Now here if you want to find out total odd divisors, okay, so if least prime number is what? P1 and P1 is what? 2 and alpha 1 is what? Greater than or equal to 1. That means we should not include 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 and 2 power alpha 1. Okay, so selection of p1 is what? How many ways? Only one way, that is p1 power 0. So one way into selection of p2 is what? How many ways? Alpha 2 plus 1. Selection of p3 how many ways? Alpha 3 plus 1 and so on. Selection of pk is what? Alpha k plus 1. Okay, so this will be what? Total odd divisor if P1 is what 2. If least prime number is P1 equal to 3, if least prime number is what 3, then total divisor is what? Selection of P1 is what? How many ways? Alpha 1 plus 1 into selection of P2 is what? Alpha 2 plus 1. Similarly, selection of P3 is what? Alpha 3 plus 1 and so on. Selection of Pk is what? Alpha k plus 1. So we'll get total odd divisor. Now if you want to find out summation of all divisors, okay, we want to find our summation of all divisors, then what you will do, we have to add summation of all the possibilities of P1. Okay, so all the possibilities P1 is what? P1 power 0, P1 power 1, P1 power 2 and so on, P1 power alpha 1. So we have to add P1 power 0 plus P1 power 1 plus P1 power 2 plus so on, P1 power alpha 1. Okay, so we have to add all the possibilities of P1. This we have to multiply summation of all the possibilities of P2. So all the possibilities of P2 is what? P2 power 0, P2 power 1 and so on, P2 power alpha 2. So we have to multiply this one, P2 power 0 plus P2 power 1 plus so on, P2 power alpha 2. Similarly, this we have to multiply all the possibilities of P3. So all the possibilities of P3 is what? P3 power 0 plus P3 power 1 plus so on, P3 power alpha 3. Okay, and so on. Last we have to multiply this one, summation of all the possibilities of Pk. So all the possibilities of Pk is what? Pk power 0 plus Pk power 1 plus Pk power 2 plus so on, Pk power alpha k. Okay, so for finding summation of all the divisors, what you will do, we have to add all the possibilities of P1, then multiply with what? Summation of all the possibilities of P2 into summation of all the possibilities of P3 and so on, summation of all the possibilities of Pk. Okay, so this we have to do. Now if you want to find out total number of ways in which n can be resolved as a product of two factors. Okay, so this depend on n. If n is a perfect square, we will get different. If n is not a perfect square, we will get different. Okay, we already done n equal to 24. So 24 is not a perfect square. In that we got total way is what? Total divisors divided by 2. If n is not a perfect square. Okay, if n is perfect square, then we will get total divisors plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so total number of ways what? If n is what? Not a perfect square, we will get total divisor divided by 2. If n is perfect square, we will get total divisor plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, for example, if n is what? 36. 36 is what? Perfect square. Now what are the divisors of 36? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. So how many divisors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what should be the answer? 9 plus 1 divided by 2. So 10 by 2 is what? 5. So 5 should be the answer. Okay. Now if you factorize this one, so we want a into b should be what? 36. Okay. So if a is what? 1 into b should be what? 36. So that is one way. If a is what? 2, then b should be 18. So that is second way. If a is what? 3, then b should be what? 12. If a is what? 4, then b should be what? 9. If a is what? 6, then b should be what? 6. Okay. Now after that it will repeat, because if I take a is what? 9, then we'll get 4. So 4 into 9 and 9 into 4 both are same. So how many will come? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 ways. So according to formula also we got 5 ways, and if you count also, then also we'll get 5 ways. So like that we can find out. And last point is total number of ways in which n can be resolved as a product of two factors, which are relatively prime, yeah, we can say co-prime. Okay, so that will come what? 2 power n minus 1, where n is what? Number of distinct prime number present in natural number n. Okay, so if you want to find out total number of way in which n can be resolved as a product of two factors which are relatively prime, so what will become 2 power n minus 1, where n is what? Number of distinct prime number present in the number n.